But yeah, I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful. They're in there. See them? See them all around? Isn't that wonderful? Hey, we're excited. Hey, good morning here. Beautiful, beautiful May morning. Good morning. Kind of got a little bit of work on my mind this morning. I've got a bee hive that swarmed last night, and it was kind of late, and I didn't have time to take care of it. And right here it is. Again, right in my buckeye tree. I don't know why they like that Ohio buckeye tree, but that's where they're in. And I'm gonna try to get them out of there and into a box where they're safe. That's the box I want to put them in, and that's where they're at. Kind of nice little swarm. I seen him yesterday coming out of the hive over there. So I kind of have my box ready, and it looks like it's gonna rain. It's gonna be a beautiful day today, but it's gonna rain, and I kind of hate for these guys to be out here in the cold. It's 50 something degrees this morning. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to just drop them down into this box, put a lid on them, and put them over there. Just trying to, I guess I'm trying to help out Mother Nature a little bit. So I think I've got a couple hives here. I've got a box here that's like a bee catch, swarm box. I've got a couple of them here. I believe they're gonna try to probably go into that. It's just from here, probably 20 feet from where they're at. And over here is a couple more. I've got another one down in here. That small one there is also one. So I really think they'd get in here, but I'm just fearing a little bit this morning that they're gonna run off on me. So I'm gonna try to see what I can do here. I've got good news and bad news. The good news, they're all in that box. That whole swarm is in that box. And Now, but the bad news is they broke my buckeye tree. I'm gonna try to wire that up again. There's still bees here trying to relocate. But I'm kind of crying they broke my buckeye tree. I'm gonna try to take some of these wires, rubber wires, and wire that up. Try to save that, because yeah, I'm sad I'm gonna lose some buckeyes there. My tree. But then I want bees too, so I got them all in here. Got them all in this box enclosed. And it looks like it's gonna rain. See the clouds? I'm not sure what these guys would have done if they wouldn't have got inside. Probably Mother Nature would have took care of it, but yeah, I broke that tree. I'm gonna moan about that for a couple days. But if you see there, these strays are trying to get in there, and I got a little opening right here for them. And believe it or not, there's some of them. I'm kind of trying to make it difficult for the whole hive to come out and re-swarm. So I've got that little hole that, if you notice, some of them, I noticed a couple bees found their way in because the queen is inside there with those cluster of bees, and see how they're trying to get in. And maybe I'll open that, but I'm gonna try to see if that's a little opening there, so other bees can't get in other than just theirs, and they're gonna actually figure out how to get in there. They smell their queen in there. So they're still kind of disturbed. They're gonna try to want to go back into that little clump there they made. Yep, I love bees, but I love buckeye trees too. No, I'm not a bee expert. They'd probably tell me to split these more in the spring. I did split some of them, but I didn't split that hive that these came out of because they were really into making honey. They got a whole thing of honey in there, so I didn't want to bother them. So yeah, I find it interesting. I do have them, but yeah, I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful. See that one right there? Hey, it found its hole. Found its hole. Go on in there, bee. It's making its wings buzz. Trying to figure out where it's at. There it goes. Yep, that's where I want to go. You know what? I'm back. The bees are not there. I tied up my buckeye tree. I don't think it's gonna make it. But no, I've got my bees down here. And it's starting to rain. You see, it's raining. And I just got them in here, and they're all trying to find their home. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna try to give them some sugar water. You see that sugar bucket? I've got one of them things in there with sugar water in them. So I'm gonna try to open this again carefully. I don't know how this is gonna work out for sure. But I like to try to give them a couple more of these here. See, they're in there. See them all around? doing here is I'm putting a box of sugar water, then they can come up through and get that. I'm gonna open up this other one here, this little hole here as well. Now they got 2 holes to get in. See, they can come up through that hole there. There's a hole down there. They're gonna come up through there. They're gonna come up here and get their sugar water. So if it's rainy for a day or so, they can, they're gonna do okay. These fellows are trying to get in. They're trying to get back in. And these guys up here, they like to try to start another swarm. We'll find out the queen's down here. So. Yep, here they are. They migrated. There's still some bees up in there. They're still confused. Where did Mama Queen go? But as you can see, they're going into that hole. There goes another one. They're going into them little holes up in front of them. They'll all find their way in there. I got sugar. What it is, if it does rain for a couple days, it looks like it's going to be rainy next week. I put sugar water up in there, and it's called Pro Sweet. But you can see they're going on in. They're the reason they're going in like that. They're wanting in is that queen's inside. So I could open that, let them all in, but they're gonna find their way in there. They're gonna find, they smell Queen Mama in there. See that one there? It wasn't quite sure there's a hole there, but it found it. As you can see, I'm excited. Instead of wrestling them in there, as long as we get the queen inside, as long as we get the queen inside, they're gonna figure out how to get in there. End of the day, they're all gonna be inside, and they're gonna all be happy. These guys over here, they're still confused. What's going on? But it's been a nice morning. It's been a great day. And I've got the tree tied back up. I don't think it's gonna make it, but I got the tree tied up. Got the bees inside, got them sugar water, and it's starting to rain, and they're gonna have a ball. They don't even have to go look for flowers or nectar or any honey for their build-up, their nest, because they're gonna camp out in here. I know some people close everything up, but the reason I've got these little holes up is so the stray bees around here can go back into the colony. You know, these bees are designed, when they left the hive yesterday, I'll take you down there and show you the hive they left out of. When they left yesterday, they were prepared to go up in a tree somewhere or like what they're trying to do here. That's where the queen took them, so they're gonna still try to do that. They could be in there for a couple days. See these guys? They don't really like me the best. I'm like not their best friend. They don't know it yet. I guess that's how I was before I became a Christian. I didn't know my way. Didn't know. And I tried to attack people that were trying to probably help me out. I can't see behind me, but I do know that there's some back here. But you know what? Like I said, we're going to a wedding today and I won't be around. Looks like it's gonna be nice tomorrow. And then on Monday, it's gonna be fairly nice. But yeah, they don't, and maybe they don't bother me as much as just kind of confused on what's going on. But it is kind of a neat thing. I guess in my age I'm a fairly young man yet, but the reason these bees aren't going as fast this morning is because it's in the 50s, a little bit chilly, but I'm going to show you the hive they came out of. And I think I'll show you, because it's going to rain here, so I'll show you real quick. This is the hive they came out of, and I'll show you later maybe on the video. There's bees going in and out of here, but that thing is full. That top where that separator is, that's a queen separator, where the queen can't get up there and lay eggs, and that's honeycomb up there. Later maybe I'll show you that. But yeah, that's where they came out of, right there. They went from there to that tree over there. And now I tried to help them. Get into here, and they're not really excited about life. But if you can see, these others are coming on around. They're all coming around. They're all heading down there toward that hole. They're all gonna get in there. I'm just getting ready to leave here, and they're still going in there. Can't imagine how many of them fellas are still moving inside. But now I'm heading back to get this stuff inside so I don't get wet. Then we'll let it rain. All safe and sound. It was a good morning. I'm gonna have to go try to see if Becky's got my coffee ready. It's been a good morning, and I had a good time out here in the nature, birds and the bees. So I'm gonna try to take this donkey here, or mule, or whatever Corey in Africa calls his. I came back out here to check him, and I happened to think that I didn't have a weight on that lid. If it happened to get windy today, that lid would blow off. They'd be all over the place and scattered again. But you see how they buzz their wings. They're knowing that it's new territory. They're not sure, is this going to be our new home or what this is. So here is where I went in, and to one of my hives that had quite a bit of comb honey, and I snuck one of these out of there and replaced it with an empty one so we could have a little bit of fresh honey. I'll show you end of the video of how I harvested that in the kitchen, but trying to get the bees off of here in a nice way, smoke them off or brush them off. But yeah, I got a little bit of fresh, that is a clover honey, and it is very good. Just kind of showing you here how I did that. What's happening right here now is a new issue. Believe it or not, the next day I've got another swarm in this tree, in this same tree, my everlasting buckeye tree. This swarm here is still in here. I did check that and they're there, but this tree is completely broken off the top now with a new swarm. So what you're going to see here in the video is I have a additional swarm to take care of. So just so you kind of know what's going on here. You know what? I got another swarm. That's kind of unusual for me because I had already split my, I split my bees already. So I didn't think they were that crowded, but evidently these could be just from the wild moving in. And, but you know what? I'm pretty proud of myself. Honestly, I don't have, part of my buckeye trees laying there. I did take pride in the buckeye tree. I got a red chestnut over here too. I did take pride in this buckeye tree, but it's still all right. It's maybe the way God intended it for it to be. So I guess I'm not gonna complain. I got a very, that's a very big hive there. That one was about twice as big as the other one I got. And by the way, that one there is just going good. I double checked it tonight. It's doing great. I was getting ready to move it today, and I thought I was kind of thinking that earlier swarm came out of there and went back up into the tree. That sometimes happens. So I was kind of disappointed in him. Here I'm trying to help him, keep him off of that rain. And again, you might think this sounds like one of my stories, which it is, I guess. But it's also supposed to rain tonight. As you can see, the clouds back in there. Gonna rain tonight and in the morning, and I'm not sure what they'd have done. They'd have done something, but you know what? I got them in good hands. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm not the best. I only got 2 hands, and I got a sore shoulder yet from about 2 months ago. But I'm trying to take a video, trying to smoke them, trying to cut the branches out of the tree, and like a double swarm in there. And so I've got a small hole. I'm going to show you these yet before I finish tonight here, but I'm pretty happy. I think it's great, and I just had some honey for lunch, and I had a little bit of honey for dinner. And you know, I've had an allergy, sinus, inner ear infection every year for the last probably 10 years. And last year was the first year I didn't have it, and I don't know, does it come from these bees? Some people say it does. Here they are. Reason I got this smoker going here by this tree, I'm trying to kind of keep smoke up here because somehow they like to kind of gather back up in that tree. That's where they thought they were going. But I guess I kind of changed their mind a little bit. But you know, all these bees, I don't know, several thousand bees, they're all in there right now. And that's the little hole they're going in. I usually have a little bit bigger hole, but I have a small hole there. Just a real small one. And these guys are happy. They're not mad or nothing. They'll be my best friends, especially when I'm eating their honey. But see that small hole there? They're all going in there. And plus, some of you bee people might ask me why I'm giving them sugar in May, but I just give them an extra boost. This little group here, they're doing wonderful. They're happy. They're all inside there. I checked them earlier. I got them that sugar water. It's a sugar water that they would rather have flowers. They'd rather have, you know, the natural flowers here. But if it's gonna rain tomorrow, gonna be a little bit rainy week, they're gonna love this. Them guys are just kind of coming out and checking on things yet. So I guess maybe that buckeye tree, maybe since I'm in Ohio and I'm in the Buckeye State, maybe that tree's supposed to be the one to bring me in some bees. I don't know. But hey, I'm excited. Again, same story, different day, but there's there's a rain moving in, and these guys are all high and dry. They're gonna really be happy. Thanks for watching this. It's gonna be a long video, but I hope you enjoy it. All right. Hey, you know what? There's nothing like honey from the hive to the kitchen. That's Becky's kitchen, that is. So here it is. I think you should guess on how much weight is in there. We weighed this. This is just a small super. It's not even a large one. There's over a little bit over 4 pounds, not counting the wood frame. It's about 4.7 like it is. So over 4 pounds of comb honey. And you can go on to Amazon or wherever you want to buy honey and price it and see how much it's going to cost. So I'm going to experiment a little bit here with these jars. I got some hot water. I'm putting this knife in, Cutco knife. I kind of took over Becky's kitchen here. I don't think she minds because she likes honey too. And the one reason I'm doing this is because I want to put this out for the...
Hey guys! Welcome to the honey show.
There it goes.
With honey here. Ooh, that looks nice. Wow.
A little bit wider for that jar. See, this is all custom sized.
Oh, wow.
All custom sized for that. Look at that. Whoa. I'm telling you.
So you have to cut the top and then go down the bottom?
Cut the top. Can you get another jar over here for me? Please. There goes that piece. I don't know if I need to use that other grabber. See, then we need honey. Regular honey then to fill those up. I don't really have that. I'm taking this back out and letting. This is actually all natural comb honey. Comb honey. It's no fillers or anything in it.
They make their own wax for the comb?
Yeah, they make their own. They make their own honeycomb. Make everything.
Awesome.
If you put it over here closer, I wouldn't have to take notes.
Put this in here? Great.
Can you hold that? Or you can maybe shift that around. Yeah, if you can get that bottom over, just squeeze it over.
Now you can get another one in there.
Maybe a couple more.
Ooh.
Will that one fit down in there?
Yep.
Custom cut.
Did you cut the bottom?
So I see I'm not going to have much scrap. Can you lift that over here? No. That piece there. I don't know if it's on there. If you want to put the jar over here. Get this thing here. Squeeze it down in there. And you know, honey is good for, they're using, a lot of this honey is from clover, the spring clover and dandelions. And looking forward to here in another couple weeks having locust trees blooming. And then we'll have locust honey. I don't know if I'm going to use that little jar there or not. I was going to use that jar.
Well, you don't have to.
But I don't know if I even have to
No,
use
you
that
don't
one.
need it probably.
Just squeeze this one down in there as well.
So do you think they work to multiply those bushes that are around them?
Yeah, that and honeysuckle. Honeysuckle and there you go. Hey, that was easy enough. There it is.
Wow, the honey's still dripping from it.
People are cut down there.
Sweeter than the honeycomb. It's amazing. Amazing.
I'll let you do that.
It's dripping outside the jar.
I don't know what
Fingers were made before forks, I guess.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this here piece here.
You can.
Maybe just put it over that jar there.
That or the bowl.
There goes my
Last piece.
breakfast. Isn't that wonderful? Hey, we're excited. The knife.
When's this for you?
Some of Becky's sourdough bread, or her bread. Have that with that. I'm doing what my mama taught me. The real honey. Hey folks, watch for our upcoming video of the barred owls in our backyard. I can't imagine that we have this. I'm so excited that I had to show you a little bit of a glimpse of my male owl in our backyard and babies.
Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time ago and pine for them old days of yore.